Hi class, and today I'm going to be showing you our last art project. It is calligraphy, and I'm going to be using the Calligraphy Masterclass by Hinkler. And we're basically going to be focused on page number 10. So we're going to be focused on the foundational hand because it is the easiest set of beginner calligraphy. Now there are 4 different styles, however we won't really be going over them in this course. There is the Gothic style, which is like curved. There's also another one, the Italic, and then the rhyme letter. So we're going to be focusing on, oh, and then there's also the un seal. So we're going to be focusing on the foundational hand, and I'm just going to be showing you how to do these letters. I'll let you get a preview of it. Make sure that you have a marker or a fine tip Sharpie or a calligraphy pen, but I'm just doing this in dry erase marker to show you before I plan out. I'm going to have a background. I chose the flowers and the teal and the pinks because I really like the colors. I want you to practice on a scrap piece of paper first, and then also plan your letters out with pencil and then trace over them with marker. And think of an inspirational saying that you can include in your room or somewhere around your house. So looking at the A, we're going to start up at the top, and then we're going to come around and then back down. There's our A. Our B is very similar to our regular letter B. We're going to go, and you can use a ruler if you want to get this really straight, but I'm just trying to give you like an idea. This could also be a little bit wider. So I'm going to make this a little bit wider here. And then the C. Now we don't curve the C quite as much as we would the traditional C. The ends are kind of just very fine. And just like the B, the D also is, you're gonna go like this. The E has a slant, so it's going to be curved like that. The F, you don't actually cross all the way, so you're gonna cross way more on this side than you are on this side. The G is very similar to our regular G, except for we don't want that hook there. We want a nice even line. It's like really rounded. The H is just a normal H, but we're gonna keep those points very subtle. The I is just like a normal I. The J only has a tiny curve at the bottom. So, and then we dot the J as well. So on the next line, we have K. It looks like a traditional K. The L is very curved, almost looks like the J. The N only has a very small top. The O is just like a normal O. The P only has a very tiny top, so we're just making sure that, and it's more round. I'm gonna make that one again because it's more of a rounded P, and then there's the tiny dot at the top. The Q. The Q is also rounded. The R hunches over like an N. Maybe even a little bit more of a curve. The S is not pointed. It's just like that quickly. The T is like the J, and then it also crosses like the F, where we see more of a line on that side, and it does curve up a little bit. Down in the last line, we have U. Oops. U doesn't have much of a line, just a little dot. V, which is slightly longer on this side. X, which is traditional X. Z, which looks the same. And I'm not sure why they don't have it in order, but they have M, which has a tiny line here, and then W that actually slants up and then slants this way. Bring that up a little bit more. And then they show you again all of them at the bottom. So these are the letters that I'm going to be using to make my saying. So the saying that I chose is believe in dreams. So first I'm going to plan out my letters. B, E, L, I, E, V, E. I'm gonna get the center. Okay. In. Really get that curve there. D, R, E, A, M, S. So then I'm gonna go with my calligraphy marker and I'm gonna trace over it. take your time. And you can look up on Google if you have permission for a background, or you can draw your own. And you can also layer it to make it a little bit more full, like in certain places that you feel like you can exaggerate this. And I hope that you guys do follow this message, believe in dreams, and you will go far. I really enjoyed teaching this course with you. I hope you enjoyed the project. I forgot to mention that when you're coming up with your inspirational quote, it could be a quote from a book, it could be a quote from a movie, it could be song lyrics. This is one of my favorite song lyrics. So I hope you enjoy your summer and keep up the great work. My wonderful artists, enjoy the confetti background as you work.